What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or a loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. All right, and welcome back to another episode. Let's talk about why you need to stop trying to be motivated. Yep, let's talk about how the majority of folks out there are wanting to be motivated, waiting to be motivated, and how they think it's what they need. And I'm going to talk to you about why motivation sucks and why it can be trash. And right now, you might be saying, yeah, I do want motivation. You may even get motivated by listening to me, and I appreciate that. But let me break it down like this. I look at motivation as being like a match. And when you strike that match, you get a flame, and you can set some stuff on fire with that flame. You could light a piece of paper, a big fire, whatever. That match can definitely ignite some stuff. But eventually that match is going to go out real fast, actually. That match don't stay lit long, just like your motivation. We're putting the success we want to achieve and relying on this whim of motivation that's constantly fleeting from us the second we get it. You hope you get motivated. You hope that you wake up and want to do something, that you have the motivation to get things done. And we can't live like that, hoping to get motivated. Now, let me say this. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be motivated. It feels good when you have it. And sometimes you have to have those things that you can turn on, right? Like a podcast or a movie or a speech, and it can give you that motivation. And yes, that's a good thing. But we know this, motivation is always fleeting. From the time you get it, it's already dwindling down. So what I want out of life, way more than motivation, and what we all should strive for, is drive, to be driven towards what it is I want to do. Why? Because if you wake up tomorrow and you don't have the motivation and you're not driven, it's going to be way harder, damn near impossible to get it done. But if you're not motivated and you're driven, that drive, it's going to make you do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. That's the place where we need to be. If you have this vision towards what it is you're working towards and you're driven, it don't matter if you have motivation or not. You're going to get it done. You're going to do what you need to do. Motivation is the match. Yes, you can light it, you can strike it and get a fire going, but drive is that big log in the dead center of the fire. That log that after you put the fire out, it's still burning. That log that when you wake up the next day, you thought you put the fire out, but God damn it, that log is still burning, right? And that's the difference between drive and motivation. I'm looking to be as driven as I possibly can. The motivated person can get motivated and go to work and get stuff done, but then lose it before the day is over. The driven person, you can tell by the way they operate, the way they move, and the way they talk. You see it in their personality. They have something about them. You notice it. You get the feeling that if there was a damn wall that was built in the middle of the road between them and their success in whatever it is they're trying to achieve, they will break down that wall or smash through it. You get the feeling that ain't no way that wall is going to stop them. And that's what we need to strive for. Getting to that feeling of nothing is going to stop me. No matter what obstacles, no matter how I feel on any given day, no matter how hard it might get, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do what I need to do. Nothing, not a lack of motivation, not a lack of energy. You have to be the person that's going to accomplish it no matter what gets in your way. That is who you have to be. And motivation won't give you that. It just won't. And so the question is, how do you find what you can be driven towards? And this comes down to your why. The reason why you're going after that thing you're going after. Why you are wanting to accomplish this. And just like motivational speaker Ed Milet, he says, if your why is strong enough, then the how will reveal itself. If your why is strong enough, the driving force behind the decision to go after that thing, If it's strong enough, then the how will reveal itself. You'll find a way no matter what. It's the why. The driven person will figure it out. They'll fall, then get back up. They'll have a setback, then get back up. They'll make a mistake, but they get back up. So how do you figure out your why? Let's talk about it. You have to go deeper into your goal. You can't be surface level with it. It can't be materialistic. It can't be vanity. Don't be afraid to bring emotions into what your why is. Lean into that emotion. That emotion will be a stronger thing to keep you driven. For example, let's say you want to make $100,000 this year. And I ask you why. And you say because you want to live your life without financial burden, right? That's not a good enough answer. That ain't a good enough answer. Literally, everybody you know wants to make more money. We all do. You have to dive deeper than that. Wanting more money because you want to be able to buy a new house? Still, not deep enough. It's deeper, but not deep. Why do you want that new house? Go deeper. Wanting to make $100,000 because you want to buy a new house because you and your spouse have divorced and you live in a bad part of town and you don't want your kids to come to you and be in this bad neighborhood because you want them to be in a safe area and be comfortable. That right there, that is a much better why. Which one do you think is better? I want to make $100,000 because I don't want to be broke, or I want to make $100,000 because I want a new house in a neighborhood that my kids can be safe and live a comfortable life. Which one do you think is going to fuel your fire more? What's up, what's up, what's up? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for listening to this episode and to also let you know that this podcast is 100% donation driven, which means it's completely funded by you, the listener. So if you like the content I have to offer, I would love it if you can make a donation and you get to pick the amount. I left links in the description of the video as well as my homepage. You can choose which way benefits you the best to donate. And if you need more options, please feel free to email me at dariusdotch@gmail.com. That's dariusdotch@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for being here and let's get back to it. We have to find that strong why. We have to find that attachment to something that's actually outside of us. As humans, we're driven to help other people. We're driven to be in community. And a lot of times, we will be more likely to do something if we know it's going to make someone happy. Think about those people. And maybe you're one of them. Them people who it seem like they help everybody but themselves. Or those folks like my mama used to be. My mama would literally give you the shirt off her back if you needed it. That's how she was. And everybody that knew her knew that about her. As humans, we like to do things for other people. Now, if you're a selfish person and you don't ever want to do anything for nobody else but yourself, then I don't know if I can help you with that. You might want to listen to another episode. But my point is to attach your goals to something else outside of you. If you have kids or loved ones that will benefit from you getting to your goals, think about how their lives will change for the better if you were able to hit your goal, if you actually achieve that thing. What could you do for them? How would it make them feel? Now, don't use your children as an excuse. Use them as that log in that fire that drives you. Think about how it's going to benefit that person who needs to see somebody who looks like you get up and have drive and go after what they want and not let anything stop them. Somebody out there needs to see you do exactly that. Think about how it's going to benefit that person, that young person who may be looking up to you. Hell, your peers. You will be surprised at how many people are watching you, especially when you start to make a change or when you start to do things. People watch and people are paying attention. There's somebody out there that needs you to complete this story. Don't rob them of that. Think about how every action you have on a daily basis is going to affect those people's lives, whether it's a loved one, a peer, or a young person. Motivation is great, but drive is what's going to get us there. And having that strong enough why that's going to get us up every goddamn day has to be the force that pushes us forward no matter what. That force that won't allow us to quit, because quitting is the easiest thing to do. Do you realize how easy it is to quit, to not go after what you're going after? That shit is easy and anybody can do it. That's why the majority of people don't do it. They don't go after what they want. You got to have something deep down inside you to do the thing you want to do. So focus on that why. That's the main difference between motivation and drive. Motivation won't last forever. You don't want the match. You want the log. Be driven towards that goal. And when you have it deep down inside of you, if it's at the core of who you are, motivation won't matter. At that point, motivation is a perk. And this is what I mean when I say, stop trying to be motivated. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, please share it with somebody that can benefit from this, somebody who is a friend or a family member, somebody who has goals and is trying to improve their lives. So thank you again, and let's get it in.